Hey, it's your girl Carmelle Jean-Francois, owner and founder and CEO of C-Fit Coaching. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another installment of the Sugar Savvy Solution. I'm here to acclimate the foodie in you to a life beyond sugar. Did you know that 80% of people without diabetes experience high blood sugar spikes in numbers that resemble people with type 2 diabetes? Why is that important for those without diabetes? It's important because whenever we eat, whatever we eat, causes a blood sugar spike. And that's when the digested sugar that we've consumed builds up in the bloodstream and blood sugar levels increase. And again, it happens mostly when we eat, but the bigger the spike, the bigger the crash. Now I'm going to tell you why that's so detrimental to our system. These spikes trigger a series of events that leads to inflammation in the body. And inflammation is just our body's first line of defense. We've spoken about this before in a previous episode. The link is in the description. And guys, it's actually the inflammation that causes the strokes and the heart disease and the liver disease and the type 2 diabetes, which are all known as inflammation-based diseases. Now, sugar spikes have short-term and long-term consequences ranging from fatigue, chronic hunger, and cravings to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. So like I said, everything we eat causes a sugar spike. From the sweets that we eat, like breakfast cereals and ultra-processed foods, and the cakes that we eat. But spikes from those sweet foods are so much more harmful and dramatic than spikes from savory foods or starchy foods like our sweet potatoes, like our beets, like rice, bread. So keeping our blood sugar levels steady is really the ideal way to divert all the harmful, not so ideal consequences of high blood sugar spikes. Research studies show that non-diabetics who go through these spikes on a daily basis and continuously, although not diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, they suffer the same long-term and short-term consequences. Let's review these consequences. Short-term includes cravings, poor sleep, frequent colds, hot flushes and night sweats, acne, impaired memory, fogginess. And what's tricky about those short-term consequences is the fact that many people just cough it up to, this is the way I'm supposed to feel. Oh, this is normal for me. This is natural for me. And we don't even realize what optimal health feels like. So we mistake that for something that's just normal and common to ourselves as well as to other people. So long-term and more serious consequences of these high blood sugar spikes include dementia and Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, increased cancer risk, PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, infertility, depression, mood swings, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And I'm not telling you all this to scare you. Well, I'm highlighting the reasons why it's important to pay attention to how much of the stuff we consume. I'm going to give you tips to help keep your levels low. So when we have a blood sugar spike, basically you feel it, right? You feel that dopamine hit and it's high and you're like, woohoo, I'm on the top of the world. I have all this energy. But you think it's energy and it's not. It's just a dopamine hit. And then we come crashing down. And within an hour and a half, we're feeling the lethargy again. We're feeling tired and maybe even hungry. That fogginess sets in. That's us coming down on a crash, right? What we're trying to do, instead of these mountainous spikes, we're trying to level them down into rolling hills. Because again, everything we eat, whenever we eat, and whatever we eat, it will cause a spike. We just don't want it to be so dramatic. That's where the harmful consequences start setting in. We want them to be nice and steady, rolling hills within a range. First tip, add some more plants on your plate. I say it all the time. Put some plants on your plate and eat the plants first. So if you have, listen, I'm whole food plant-based, yes. But for those of you who are listening that are not plant-based and there's still meat on your plate, save the meat, hold on to the meat for a second, and consume your vegetables first. Some of you don't like your vegetables and it stays on the plate till the end, and maybe you pick at it during the course of your meal, but you're not consuming it as much as you should. I'm saying add some more plants and eat it first. The second thing I want to offer you is something that I learned very, very recently. Research shows that if you have a heartier breakfast as opposed to a sweet one, then you will pretty much set yourself up for the rest of the day. So when you have sweet foods for breakfast, like our typical muffins, like our typical granola bars and breakfast cereals and maybe a bagel by itself or an English muffin, it shoots up our blood sugar levels and comes down, and it just sets us up on this crazy sugar spike roller coaster for the course of the day. However, if your breakfast is a little bit more on the heartier side, and what do I mean by heartier? A nice full breakfast that does not include anything sweet. And what does that look like? That could look like last night's dinner leftover. It could include a bowl of quinoa and lentils, maybe mixed in with some vegetables and protein, tofu, tempeh, avocado. So your morning breakfast being a little bit on the heartier side would look a little bit more like what we know to be dinner. That's it. This is a good place for me to plug in what I'm doing. I do have a 6-week program in progress right now, but I've already opened up a wait list for the next 6 weeks. And what it is we're going to concentrate on lowering your blood sugar spikes, and we'll also get you on the road to being a little bit more plant-based. I'm here to help you feel great. I'm here to help you wake up in the morning feeling amazing and like you're ready for your day. I'm here to help you reverse your whatever chronic conditions you're suffering with. I'm here to reverse whatever you've been diagnosed with. I'm here to prevent you from going in that direction if you feel that that's where you're going. I'm here to help you gain control over your nutrition, especially if you feel like you have a food and sugar addiction. Those addictions are real. I understand them because I've gone through it, and sugar still calls me, but not as much as it used to, which I'm so excited about. And I want to share all this information with you to tell you how I did it and to guide you to do it yourself, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Our actions do not have to be controlled by our eyes and our stomach and the food that we choose to put in our mouths. It does not have to be controlled by that. So I do have a wait list. Click on the link below so that you can learn more. And I'm looking forward to guiding you on how to be more savvy with your sugar. And thank you for joining me on another installment of the Sugar Savvy Solution, acclimating the foodie in you to a life beyond sugar. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Definitely share. Share this out to somebody that you feel that might benefit from this information. Ciao, ciao. You know that 80% of people